very nice way to get
Oh,
across.
goodness, sorry. I just realized I forgot to turn the mic on. Here we go. Sorry, everyone. Hi. Now they can hear us. Whoops. Reflect and P5 north of start.
Oh, man. Star.
I forgot to hit a button. Apologies. Was typing in chat.
I can forgive you if you gave us a good star seed. It looks like we're off to that. We're off to a star start here with this freaking northern palace in the middle of just a dead island.
Yeah, cytown's gone east, I believe, and is so. The starting island looks to be roughly in the middle as well, middle west-ish. Sorry is just smack dab in the middle of the west there, it looked like, and then P5 and Mito were north of that in the northwest corner. Yeah, here, more or less, so it's like, ooh, Artell is always with island biomes where the edge of the map actually is.
Now, are you sure this is an island's biome? You know, it could be anything at this point.
I think so, yes.
Okay, alright. Alright, looks like cytown's found Rauru, so we're gonna get the first spell. I don't think he actually checked the sign, but, you know, looks like he's planning on getting it anyway. jjschmidt is skipping all these enemies here. Probably an okay idea.
And there's a raft there, right?
Yeah, very nice.
If they can never find the raft tile, that's going to be helpful. The issue is finding the raft tile. Now, or anything, really.
Hello to everyone in the chat. We got Boss Wife Carolyn, Steelwing, Irene. We got Trails in the house. And we had someone earlier, but I refreshed my page, so I didn't get his name.
Yeah, South of Start is P2, about the same shade of blue as P5, which is incredibly unhelpful for telling them apart.
Yep. Alright, yep. Cytown is in
and P4.
USA.
Yeah, P4 is also in the west and is also blue. Yay!
Cool. Alright, go east to find the raft. Good. Oh, shoot. Speaking of raft, I'm tracking.
Yes, I can also try and click stuff, but since I'm also re-streaming and I'm keeping an eye out for potential tech issues, I prefer if you took the lead on that.
Alrighty, no problem. I hope.
Yeah,
it's
P4
just
is.
when I forget about it, that's all.
Yeah, P4 is a slightly brighter shade of blue than Hells' 2 and 5, which are more of a baby blue, but they're all blue and they're all in the west, so the game is palette randomizer. That being helpful for your commentary for distinguishing them. Magic Jar here, not bad.
Yep, and JJ also picked it up at attack level, which is, you know, my personal favorite, of course.
Yep.
Alright, and Cytown picked up, I believe, Spell, and I didn't see what was in the Rauru mutation.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Rauru had Shield in it.
Shield, cool.
I don't think Cytown actually read the hint for medicine. Or was it JJ? Whoever saw me did not get the hint for medicine, because hints are on an NIT flag, spell item hints, and Reflect is locked behind that medicine, so I'm curious where it ended up.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, enemy's dropping quite a bit of experience right now.
Yeah, I've seen a couple 500-point P bags, which is very nice.
Alright, and JJ is now going to be picking up his shield spell. Nice little security blanket there.
Cytown's about to get that magic jar. Okay, that's a 200-point P bag, which this early on, 200 points is really nice.
No, actually, that was just the enemy.
Oh, was it the enemy drop with 200? Nice.
Unless he picked it up in midair or something.
Maybe. Hey, thanks, Trails. Have a good night. Good luck with work.
Night, Trails. How's it going, Tannerin?
Welcome in. It's islands is about all I can say about this map right now. They've mostly stuck to the western portion of the map. Well, west. It's hard to tell where any. We can tell it is the western side of the map because there's a big old rock wall off to the left of on the jjschmidt side, so that is definitely an island biome. There's also at least one boots-locked cave there just to the east of where they're at.
Oh wow, JJ is about to pick up 350 experience, just like that, and that probably will take him to his next attack level. Yeah, so it's 150 for the orange Dyra, 200 for the red Dyra. That's a lot of experience to just get casually like that.
Yeah, it is. Alright, this should be P2. Yep.
That's P2 right there. Baby blue 2.
Yeah, P5, basically the exact same shade of blue and on the same continent. So we're gonna have fun telling houses apart today.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem.
And actually, oh wait, no, I forgot. This cave isn't Boots Lock, it's just over here. Island biomes. Had to go around to get here.
Alright, JJ Schmidt in the Heart Container Cave. There's that moblin.
Oh, south of cytown site though, that is Boots Lock, it looked like. We've seen 3 of the 4 towns.
Trophy.
Nice. Rudo's of course the one town we haven't found yet, which is what I was about to bring up. We have found all 3 palaces in 3 of the 4 towns, along with 3 of the item caves, if I've been counting correctly. We're still missing 2 item caves, the Stonehenge, which is right there, never mind. It's a magic jar on it. So we're missing 2 item caves, and a town, and a continental connector somewhere.
Well, I was gonna say a little while ago, yes, cytown was jumping out of that cave and was going to fight an orange Dyra and an orange Korea, but decided to pull out. Thankfully, I don't think he would have made it. He was kind of surrounded and not about to have a good time. So it was a good idea to withdraw from that.
I agree. So so at the moment we've explored basically a 2x2 grid of 2x3 grid of islands here on the westernmost side of the map. We haven't gone east yet, really. I think cytown tried going east and ended up giving up on it, so we haven't really seen what's on that side of things. This cave, I think, is new for JJ.
That's Jump Jump Cave.
I was gonna say, Jump Town? Hello?
Well, you cast Jump more in Jump Cave than you do in Jump Town, so...
That's true. JJ checking out this cave here, which is stuck on the other side of the bridge without the boots. Gotta love island biomes without boots, by the way.
No, yeah, it's great. I'm really glad that Dig Shake decided to make boots less common. That might have been why it was taking a while to generate the seed, or, you know, maybe we're just going to end up with boots any second now anyway.
Yeah, it could be right here in Trophy Cave for JJ.
I hope that. Let's keep enjoying this this island biome for a little while longer. There goes the recorder.
Yep.
So perhaps Rudo is on an island that's boots blocked, or perhaps they need to go through Jump Cave or something. They don't have Jump yet. They don't have Fairy yet, so I don't know yet.
Well, JJ's gonna head east from the starting island. I think cytown's hopefully gonna be on their way to their flute soon, because they need to head up this little bridge up here.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully I'll get to see his menu, because I think I might have missed him picking up a couple things at this point.
Yeah, cytown, yes, please. No, cytown, take your flute, please. I don't blame him, but that feels a little bit bad. Oh, and taking that cave straight east of Star gets you to a dead end. Lovely. Not my cave, Rich. So that's
game over. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, okay, so going straight east from Start gets you dead-ended immediately. There's that island barely can be called an island even, so that ain't it. cytown, JJ's gonna try going east from the cave that has the flute in it, more or less here.
Alright. Look, I think JJ is going to be okay here. Almost took the same bop as cytown. It can be pretty tricky not to to really get comfortable with blocking projectiles in midair, but once you do, it comes pretty naturally.
Yeah. Okay, that's another pass through, and this entire island looks basically useless otherwise. Yeah, I think that there's a boots-locked cave up north, but he can't do anything there right now. Reebnack rides with magic dart, good hint.
Yeah, so P3, they don't need the item, but they'll probably seek it out. But yeah, that cave that you mentioned was the other end of Jump Cave, or Jump Town as I'm calling it right now. So look, like Jump Cave is going to be pretty useless, which is probably a good thing for these runners. Alright, and
yeah,
let's see, go east to find the medicine.
Good to know. But yeah, so at this point they're trying to work out where they're going. Going straight east from start was useless. Going northeast was useless. I think they might want to go east from the Flute Cave, so down in the southeastern part of the map I think might be where they need to head off to. I'm not quite sure which island Cytown's on at the moment, to be honest.
I think east from Jump Cave is where jjschmidt just checked, and that was the other side of, yeah, that was the other side of the Jump Cave. Sorry.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Because we know going up and... I don't know if we've seen it, because we're definitely missing something towards the eastern side of the map. I'm just not sure quite what it is. We can't dig palaces logically for the moment.
What's going on, Attack 9 guy?
Hello.
Hopefully we see Attack 9, and there's the key right there.
Oh my goodness! You had to take a passer cave to the raft isle to Maze Island. That's a terribly horrendous spot. Actually, I didn't realize it hadn't gotten that far west yet in this map.
I think that's wonderful. I'm all in support of this. Now, they're in Maze Island. I think they've got a pretty decent chance to find a good item, but we haven't seen any heart containers yet, which is always kind of like a little bit of womp womp. You know, when you get that, when you're a runner, you want to find some more useful stuff, but I think we're getting to the point where we might see a heart container or two.
Yeah, but there's also just the fact that we are running a little low on things to do at the moment.
Yeah, well, there's a potential pass through here, and since we haven't been able to, we could find boots because we haven't been able to access Death Mountain yet. So Death Mountain could be boots blocked. In fact, I think that's fairly likely.
Yeah, there's a decent chance there is a second connector somewhere in the west that's boots locked. We're still missing 2 item caves, I believe, as well as Rudo, like, completely, so those are somewhere out on this map. Who knows where?
I mean, it's possible that Maze Island could lead back to the west, but a different portion of the west that leads you to Death Mountain, Rudo, and
hey,
and
here's a
from
bridge.
There, you could get to Death Mountain and take that to the east. But I guess we're going to see, once JJ finds his items here, he doesn't want to leave without them. Although it looks like he might. It's kind of a long way around, JJ.
Yeah, this is not a fun Maze Island without boots.
He's going to have to check this, or he won't. Alright, I guess he doesn't really have to, because...
He doesn't want to go through that encounter for like 3 tiles or something?
Yeah, but you're going to have to go through encounters at some point.
Well, he decided he's going to take this one to the upper section.
So, since that was a dead end after that other encounter, he knows that he'll only need to check that if he doesn't actually find the 2 items in this direction.
We haven't seen either item or the palace, actually, so wait to be a minute. Cytown's doing more western exploration. I have completely lost track of where he is in relation to anything else. And oh my goodness, there's a cave in these out here too. Jeez.
Alright, and there are 3... Oh, gosh, that did lead to Death Mountain, but... Yikes. Alright.
Okay, that is a connector. It's also the most... Thanks, Gabe.
So with that, the bridge has to lead to the east at this point?
Yeah, east or back to the west, because we haven't seen no other cave. We have 1 connector cave outstanding. As Cytown now gets the raft.
Can normal connector caves... Can normal connector caves lead to the other continent?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there's 2 continental connector caves. We've seen one, we haven't seen the other.
Ah, there's that other item. Good, I bet that's a bit of relief. Yeah, it's in a nasty spot, but I have a feeling we're going to be visiting here quite often. they're not going to mind this so much once they get the boots, though. There's the hammer. Interesting. I don't remember seeing more blocked caves on the west so far.
I didn't either, but we are missing 2 item caves. They're probably boots locked the rate we're going on that island's west, because there's always something boots locked in islands.
Yeah, that's very likely at this point, I think.
Yeah, GP and Maze is fun, but they're going to be going through Maze Island a lot, getting to anywhere apparently, according to looking at this seed. But yeah, Nightcrawler, there are 4 continental connectors, 2 caves, a bridge, and a raft tile. We've seen the bridge, we've seen the raft tile, and we've seen 1 cave all here in Maze Island.
Yep, so that leaves just 1 cave.
And we don't know where that bridge goes either at the moment, because JJ is heading back there right now. Cytown's still trying to work out where to go in the west. I don't blame them. I can't remember where that connector cave JJ took was. And here's the east, which looks like a bit of a mess. Heart container to start.
Well, there's that heart container. Nice to have that immediate east item location taken care of. Cytown looks a little bit lost. Hasn't found his way to Maze Island yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not the most obvious.
Oh, okay, we got a bridge encounter there because this is a dry canyon biome.
Oh, that explains why this looks so weird. I was like, this looks like a really wacky map. But that'll do it. Because yeah, well, dry canyon biomes always look really weird because the water's all gone, and this one's no exception. It's definitely a sight.
Oh yeah, gosh, and I heard that California's going to go through some water problems pretty soon too. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes for me.
Yeah, indeed. Hopefully you guys don't get... Hopefully wildfire season isn't too awful as we find Nabooru, which has jump net.
Ah, that'll be nice. I wonder if he's... I don't think he's going to up an A right away, but it might not be the worst decision he's ever made.
Yeah, Nabooru looking to be maybe halfway up the canyon. It's a little hard to tell. I'm not even sure which direction the canyon runs. Because some run west-east, the others run north-south, and I'm not sure which one this is.
Well, this is definitely north-south. Right here.
Well, flew for Cytown.
Perfect.
I think it might be southwest to northeast is the direction of this canyon. It's a little hard to tell.
I don't think it goes to corners.
Well, kind of, it can be a bit of an angle. It's a little hard to say. Cytown's still looking in the west. At least he's gotten a really good idea of where things are. Unfortunately, the west, with islands, you can never be 100% sure you've seen every single island because, there's so much water in between everything. You genuinely, it's almost impossible to have a map where you can see every single island without boots. Yeah, okay,
yeah, most of the time,
look to be in the middle of nowhere particular, just sitting out in the middle of the map.
Alright, there's Mito again, and jjschmidt has not cast up an A to go back to Mito. That's potentially a really good time saver, but I have a feeling we got some challenge ahead of us on this continent, so I guess if he game overs, you know, he's back in the other continent.
P3 or 6
probably wants
there.
to come back with the boots.
And
right.
P1 also kind of north, they're just not too far.
But they have no keys and no ferries, so there's no way to make any progress there.
Really
unless they get very lucky.
Which, not really something you want to rely on, generally.
Alright, and jjschmidt has found one of the item caves, so that leaves one more item cave on this continent for him, as well as,
water tile.
Water tile, yeah. Plus New Kasuto and Old Kasuto, of course. Sorry, both New Kasuto locations. And it's a
P-bag. Wow. Cytown, in the meantime, has found Maze Island. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's pretty happy times for him. And it's really good. He cast shield right there. Didn't quite make the jump. I think he wants to fight him. You could probably just leave the screen and come back and be safer that way. But he did it, so it's all good.
Yep, ouch on JJ's side. Taking a death going through back to this cave. He's not too far from P1, so you might just want to update there and get his lives back.
No, he's at 600 experience. Once he kills this guy, maybe, yeah.
Well, I mean, he has to walk out of this cave anyway, so...
Alright, yeah, so he might take this level right here and yeah, go straight back if you want to do that. But, JJ taking that death where he was in that cave kind of really shows... Oh gosh, cytown is far too tempted here. I don't blame him, but I think he's going to go back to Maze Island.
Okay, good news, they don't need the child, it's got life today. We're up in the north here, I think there's a couple other things up here as well. This canyon very long in the northwest dimension, so that's fun for knowing where things are.
Mm-hmm. Alright, didn't quite make the clip. It's a tough trick to make, but anyway, as I was going to say a second ago, when JJ was in that cave and he died, he was moving from right to left, and because he died, he respawned out of the last entrance he went through. That's on the right. So, if he had come in from the left, he would have respawned at the left. The reason I'm bringing that up is because when cytown was in that path location, if he had died against that orange orange Lizalfos, he would have had to do that whole path encounter all over again. But if he had just left off the left of the screen and came back, he could have fought without having to worry about that because he'd have respawned closer. So, yeah, that's what I was trying to get at a little bit earlier.
Dash for JJ, I have entirely missed if this is New Kasuto or Old Kasuto. I just know it's a town up here in the north.
I believe it's Old Kasuto. Yes, here we go. Old Kasuto.
Nice find for Dash. And yep, he has finally found his way up to the north, and there's a cave over there on the right. I'm not sure how you're getting there, but there might be something in it. Well, not super easy at this point because you've seen both item caves, to be fair.
It could be... what was it, Mito? Oh shoot, that's a game over.
Oh, that's no. A really bad spot. Ouch. Mito has got Reflect, it's required medicine. His cytown finds this dead end and is like, really, game? Really?
Alright, so there's a very high chance that, there's a 1/3 chance that cave has the boots. Because the boots... Sorry, I'm using my logic here. They got Nabooru's spell, right? Alright, no, my logic is dead. Never mind. Because they could have gotten Fairy at, New Kasuto, so...
we don't actually know where New Kasuto is. I'm fairly certain it could be under a forest tile at the moment.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was getting at.
But yeah, JJ did not obey at the palace like I recommended, so that's an ouch. I can see why, because he was a touch further than I thought he was, but it would have saved him that game over, because getting back to the east is not the most fun.
But now he has downstab, so, you know.
There is that. He is going to get the medicine hit now, because he didn't do that earlier, so it could be worse. Just also a bit of an ouch.
Go east to find the medicine. Well, there you go.
Yep, he's like, oh, come on.
So, they actually can get both of the... there's a very high chance that they can get both of the New Kasuto item locations, and then, of course, there was just the cave. So we got the medicine there. I believe there's a chance, not a certainty, like I was about to get at, but there's a pretty high chance that we'll get the boots there, which could lead to Rudo, which could have the fairy spell, for instance.
Mm-hmm. We haven't properly explored the south portion of this canyon because JJ went north and east. We did see the water tile briefly on the cytown side, slightly northwest of that rat bridge. But the southwest bit of that canyon, which probably isn't a whole lot, there might be a town or something hidden in that corner because none of them quite really take a good look at it. Yeah, we do need, Ferry may not currently be accessible. It's between Rudo, which we haven't seen, and needs, which is a bigger problem. We don't have Ferry, we don't have any keys, we can't do any palaces, we haven't found Nukasudo or Rudo. Rudo's boot's locked at this point, I'm pretty sure that's guaranteed now. Rudo's boot's locked, Nukasudo may or may not be hammer locked, I can't actually tell right now. And then there's the issue of, I actually come to think of it, we haven't seen the Valley of Death either, like, we physically haven't seen any sign of it.
Nukasudo, there it is! Right in the middle of the graveyard, perfect. So there's a very high chance that Boots could be in here. Well, not very high. Let's say 50-50 chance.
Well, Magic Jar is nice, but not it. I also didn't catch what spell was in here. And I was talking about it being hammer blocked, I forgot they had a hammer anyway. Oops.
Yeah, he didn't check, what... uh-oh. He made a mistake. He forgot he has the spell, so he's gonna have to go back. Okay. He remembered. It's like, I need magic to cast spell and get the other item. But, yeah, so we're gonna have Thunder or Fairy here. They're gonna be hoping for Fairy, but, you know, it's a 50-50 chance. If it's not here, they're gonna have to get the boots somewhere to get into Rudo, which is why I was saying that you know, they could stumble across the boots pretty soon.
Oh my JJ! He saw one adversary, but he never actually picked up spell.
Oh god! JJ, why are you leaving without the spell?
Hello, JJ. Where are you going?
He left without the spell. It's thunder. Oh, JJ, why? Okay. Alright, so that other item cave, I think, is going to have the boots, because they have no way through item... they have no way through
boots
doors
or any
yet, so
key.
Oh yeah, true. Could be any key. Good point there. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
JJ is just bamboozled by that, I think. The spell might not be required. That thunder definitely is.
Yeah.
That's an oops. What was in the spell tower? Did cytown check? Because I missed it.
I want to be right. Oh, it's one of them. Okay, so in the final determination, the last thing I said was right, which included your suggestion of key.
Yeah, and okay, it was the medicine in the spell tower, so that's a really yikes. JJ's gonna need to go back there, at least. Well, okay, the brain fart's less of an ouch now that he needs to go back for medicine. Well, still an ouch.
I kind of think, yeah, you know what, up an A, and do P1 when you're on your way back or something.
Yeah, but that's a major ouch and a half, that's...
He probably actually wants to get boots before he goes back, though. So.
Yeah, the boots are going to be in a... Oh, there's a Valley of Death off to the west of P1, by the way, because we didn't see that earlier.
Yeah, it looks like a very short one, too.
Yeah, valleys are almost always very short in canyons just because there's not much space for them. Because they're even with the Dread Canyon, the randomizer will still place the valley on the edge of the quote-unquote river, and there's not a lot of space on the shores of the river, so the valleys in canyons always pretty much always end up being stupidly short, which is nice.
Oh, JJ's taking the face tank strategy here on this bridge. Please stop face tanking.
Yeah, you don't have that much health, dude, as cytown picks up that bummer of a pea bag.
Oh my gosh, that's almost this entire life gone in one screen. That's a shame. You have to do a little better than that in the next screen.
Yeah. Also, I think he's just going way too fast with dash there, which wasn't helping.
Yeah, that didn't help. It started before he cast dash, though.
Yeah, but I think dash just made it harder. Alright, Enyaki should be incoming for cytown, who's heading up in that direction, who's going to check out these towns first and get a heal. JJ, this is a dead end.
You know this is a dead end, JJ. want this
Hello.
so bad. You've got the any key. Okay.
I don't know. Well, the P-Bags.
It worked out. It worked out. So, all's well that ends well. Alright, so we'll take the first left.
Yeah, cytown is gonna go pick up stab. Cytown is missing the trophy for the moment, but I'm not the most concerned. Because they'll eventually find Boots.
Sorry, I didn't mark it. I'm assuming he didn't get it, though.
I'm actually not sure. He might have. Even if he doesn't, we know he'll find it eventually with Boots, because they need to find Boots to find Bruno in this seed, I'm about 90% sure. It also seems likely that our actual access to Death Mountain is probably a connector cave from the west, I'd hazard a guess. Unless there's a cave we haven't seen in the east, which is possible, as JJ gets lagged.
Yeah, or it could be, yeah, so we could have a Death Mountain entrance on the east, or we could have it, Boots blocked on the west. So that increases the potential of Boots.
Hey. Yeah, Boots, hard required, sitting in P1.
I think that's exactly what jjschmidt wanted before he up and A's. Okay, I didn't mean right now. Alright, whatever.
Well, up A's back to the west, to be clear. Not up A's in here, but yes. I mean, he's just...
that was a bit faster for him, so that's good.
Yeah, by the way, clickety-clack on the key.
Okay.
As he gets lagged again.
Yes. And cytown is going to get the key in just a second.
Yep, and we'll probably also go over to P1, assuming he doesn't game over first, because I think he's on his second to last life, and yep. Should, hopefully, please don't die in this cave, cytown. I will be very sad if you do.
I think he's gonna be okay.
I'm also unsure if he's going to be able to get out of this cave in one piece. I think he'll get to the key in time, but I'm not sure he'll get out of the cave in one piece. Is
he on his last life?
Yeah, he is. We'll find out. And on the other side, Horsehead for JJ.
This Horsehead is going to die real quick. There we go.
Yeah, attack 3 being reasonably effective against Horsehead.
Alright, now probably a good idea right now would be an up and A from JJ to go get Spell. I don't know why he didn't get it the first time.
I don't know either. And, yeah, as mentioned, cytown did take a game over in that cave with the ending key. Big thing is, though, he did get that key.
Although, technically, he doesn't really need the medicine, does he?
It locks reflect, so yes.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So, yeah, you want that medicine right there.
Yeah, you do. Well, he's gonna triple dip Dukasudo here because, ouch.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I guess I forgot something.
Yeah, I mean, he will know his medicine.
It was kind of cute that he did the trick to conserve magic, considering he's about to up an A. Or not. You know, whatever.
Gonna try and dig Pelsis 3 and 6? I don't know about that without Fairy either, in all honesty, but okay.
Yeah. I think you try to do, I mean, something easier Palaces first, but what else? So it's all, it's your game.
Yeah.
And 3 is actually pretty easy, especially with downstep.
It is. 6 on the other hand, well.
Cytown, speaking of which, is turning in that Water of Life that he got with the spell.
And there's his Reflect. So you can go clear out Palaces 2, 4, and 5 if he so chooses, assuming they're not fairy locked. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the boots to go figure out where to get his fairy. I'm also not even sure if he has a trophy because I can't actually tell.
I think he does. I mean, he checked everywhere before he found Death Mountain, so I'm assuming he got a trophy when we weren't looking. How's the restream handling itself, Star? I don't know.
That's I'm asking chat, Nightcrawler, not you.
Oh.
I know you're also on the comms page, which is why chat is a better... No, it's appreciated, just, well... Also, I now realize, looking over my OBS, that JK's cropping might be a touch whacked. Let's see if I can
have downsnap? I don't think it does.
I don't remember, I'll be honest.
I don't think he's gone back since he's gotten to jump yet, so he's going to be just man-loading this, blue iron knuckle. Got it, nice.
So that's good, that the restreams are going smoothly, because last times I did local restreams, I recently moved, so and my new internet can get a little dumb. I'm unsure why, but it seems to have stabilized again. Like, I did the comms like this day after I moved, like 2 days after I moved in, it was fine then, and then a week later it was like, nope. Seems to be sorted now. GG's, by the way, in P3 here.
Alright, quick boss, that's very good, very good. And
yeah.
Cytown is on a bridge of lava on his last legs.
Yep. Also, gotta love the randomizer's lack of creativity on palace colors today. Palaces 1 and 3 are both green. Palaces 2, 4, and 5 are all, varying shades of blue.
I like blue and green, so...
I do, they just make telling them apart a lot harder.
Red... Yeah, GP's as red as it could be, though.
Yeah, reddish-orange, but yeah, I'm, like, speaking of not being sure which one's which among the blue palaces, I'm actually not sure if Cytown's in 2 or in 5, because they're both this shade of blue. 4 is a bit brighter. So, JJ, having seen a hint earlier in the West that Magic's in 3, decides I don't feel like taking it out. He has 7 jars, so fair enough.
Ooh, double blue iron knuckles, but they're not blue, they're red! I think that's kind of a Zelda 2 randomizer thing with a lot of knives. Alright. I think he's gonna be this is probably P5, this has been pretty long. Alright, we're gonna get the water tile location. Very nice. What's it gonna be? Heart theater.
Crossed. Not very useful, to be honest.
No, but Cytown might be finding something useful. Yes, he is. That's a very handy...
Yeah, glove in, this blue palace. Probably 5, agreed. But, at this rate. Alright, and we're getting boots exploration for JJ.
Perfect, perfect. There's a useless location.
Yep, I know nothing. And there's Rudo. Booth locked up in the north.
Yep. And there's I'm guessing the other entrance to Death Mountain is somewhere Booth blocked too.
Yeah, the other entrance to Death Mountain probably is. I think we've seen most of the east. Other entrance to Death Mountain, I think we're missing 2 item caves. Yeah.
Yeah, Irene, Cytown didn't need to do that. Attack that blue iron knuckle that was just minding his own business.
And
price.
That's fairy for JJ.
Alright, very good, very good. Oh, okay. The power glove. Gotcha. Alright, so now we got Boss Goomba here. And there's another cave, so I'm guessing... Oh, no. Oh, it's just a weird connector. Okay.
Connector to... who knows? Alright, glove in 5's kind of rude.
Yeah, but that's a great advantage for Cytown. At this point, you know, with kind of the time that JJ's left on the floor, and with him picking up the glove out of 5, that's kind of a hard pull right there. Cytown may well be in the lead.
It's hard to say, because JJ's gotten,
JJ
has got to the east first and has gotten the exploration done there faster, as he's currently, well, okay, we've seen this already. He's trying to explore with boots now, which is difficult because you don't actually you go explore the whole continent as much as you can without boots, and then once you get boots, figuring out where you already went is a little bit hard to tell because islands.
I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, I don't know. It's not that hard to find, to think that, oh, this cave is only accessible by boots, and I just got boots, so I probably haven't been in this one yet. And I think there was one that he passed that he didn't go inside.
I'm not sure, he might have. This is P2 now for Cytown. I think Palaces 2 and 5 might have slightly different brick patterns, as that's a heart container.
Yeah, these are the same colors, though. Nice.
Yeah, same colors, slightly different brick patterns. Palaces 2 and 5 look incredibly, even more similar than normal today. And okay, so that cave in the far southwest that was hard boots locked is just a heart container. I don't think JJ's gonna find anything with boots here on the western shore, but at least he'll finally get that spell he brain farted earlier. And yeah, P4 is a slightly bluer shade, so it's easier to tell apart from 2 and 5 as Cytown finds Helmet Head.
And JJ checking the spell list to be sure. Yes, indeed. Okay, and that's Helmet Head down for Cytown. Very nice.
Probably gonna get the item out of here since he knows he needs boots, because he knows Rudo is boots locked and he knows that's required, so he's gonna probably go look for the item in here. 2's not in the worst of places to dig, and he unfortunately won't find the boots, but he might find, I don't know, a magic jar or something.
Well, strictly speaking, it's not required. Not necessarily. Fairy is probably required about 50% of the time. So
it is true, because the
definitely
turned up.
Yeah, they should definitely pick it up, but it's not necessarily over if they don't get it.
No, but I also just understand Cytown digging this out. And okay, JJ decides I'm gonna give up on the west. Fair enough. He gonna leave that last item behind for now. Oh wait, no, he has found all items I can't count. He's done with that. So yeah, he's good. And we know at this point Death Mountain is not required. What?
JJ doesn't have the glove yet, so he should still be looking for it, but...
Well, he knows it's not in the west, and I guess he doesn't want to dig Death Mountain just yet. Well, he has to find a connection to Death Mountain. We're still not sure where the second one is.
Perhaps, yeah. Death Mountain's always an easy go-to for me, like, yeah. It's got 2 items, it doesn't take that long to search. It's a lot faster than looking through palaces, but I would be wrong in this case because we know that it's in P5.
Yep. And JJ is here in New Kasudu for the 3rd time to finally get his medicine, and
probably a 3rd.
Yeah, probably not going to be the most amused with himself over his collection of brain farts here. Triple dip of New Kasudu. Not required, by the way, it just happened.
And he's up and aiming straight back to the other continent to turn in the medicine for life? Oh no, for reflect, okay.
Yeah, P2's proving to be a bit of a maze for Cytown.
But yeah, I think the Death Mountain location was on one of the shores on the eastern portion of the West Continent. And yeah, I guess he just didn't recognize it as boots blocked. I'm pretty sure that's what's up, though.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain, because we've seen the east pretty thoroughly, and I don't think, yes, I don't think the second Death Mountain connector is there.
Yeah.
And we've seen the western portion of the western continent pretty thoroughly, so I'm somewhere over on the eastern side, or maybe it's north or south someplace, up north someplace, but Rudo was up north, so it's... Yeah, I'd say it's somewhere on the eastern side of the continent of the west, is where that second Death Mountain connector ended up. Cytown I know won't be... Hopefully Cytown won't end up there. I think he dig P1 before doing that. He's also currently going in circles in 2, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 can get a little loopy sometimes.
Yeah, I wonder if items gonna end up. Well, Cytown's not gonna end up in Death Mountain because his boots are gonna be the last item he might possibly want. And I don't blame him for getting out the 2 there. JJ might end up in Death Mountain at some point though, looking for glove.
I don't think he will, because he skipped out on that cave earlier. I think he's just going to do the palaces and hope he finds a glove inside the palaces, which is a big risk, but it is the correct call. But he's starting with the wrong palace to do that. Oh no. Cytown.
Yeah.
You might as well just up and A there, buddy. You're at the
You're 1 room in, just up A and get your life back.
Yeah. You got 0 experience at that point. Alright, whatever. I guess I can see why he didn't. Like, P4 is usually pretty easy. Boss is easy, so not likely to die. They don't need to take death abuses for Casa Fairy.
This elevator is a loop.
Yeah, JJ figured it out.
Yeah, and I think Cytown's also decided. Cytown decided they're just gonna. That's it. Yeah, that's done. And besides, okay, there's the up A. Yeah, okay, so heading right at this curtain room just gets you to loop-de-looped. Time to go left.
Yeah, he actually could have refilled his magic, I think. Oh well.
Yeah, so that was a fun loop to start off the palace. Go down and right, and wham, you're looped.
So head east, head left, my friend. Come on. Alright, so...
Cytown recognizing that they're done a touch faster than JJ did, and they end up in this oh-so-fantastic room.
You don't have to do any of this, just leave. It's a difficult jump to make, though.
There we go, nice.
Good.
Cytown's still wanting the experience.
Yeah, that's maybe a little too far away to go for 100 points.
I was gonna say. And we've got more elevators. This is a lot of elevators in this floor. This room looks vaguely familiar, though it's a different copy of a different variant that looks similar at a glance.
Yeah. It's not exactly
Cytown takes one look and is like, and decides to go right instead.
Alright, a little split in their path. Very nice.
Yep.
And another split for JJ.
Who decides I don't want to go down and goes right.
Yeah. Found it, yeah. That's the boss.
Okay, so JJ going up to that second kind of meh room is correct. Cytown's going off in a different direction.
But JJ may jump back into the palace and keep looking for the item room. Assuming that he doesn't find it right after this.
That's quite possible, because there's been quite a few spots diverged. Just Cytown's seen a couple forks. JJ walked past a couple forks.
Oh, I think Cytown's in some kind of weirdo item room.
This is the item room, yes.
So, I think JJ's gonna do this. I think he's gonna jump back in later.
I think so, because 4 is reasonably small to mention. Actually, no, that was not an item. Okay, here's the thing. First, Cytown to ouch takes a death to a doom knocker.
Ouch, ouch. At least he got that life back, otherwise he might be a little worried. Okay,
ow,
P4
and...
with the Rebanek. Alright. Sharkanak, alright, perfect! I love Sharkanak.
Yay! Graphical glitches! Woohoo! And Cytown's just dealing with
You're not cool unless you're a knight riding a shark. That's the only way to be cool.
Yeah, so Cytown's getting lost down this corridor to somewhere. No item rooms, despite our confusion. He's just going down the corridor to nowhere, apparently. And JJ's fighting a useless Rebanek, so we're getting nowhere. Hey, Trails, they're actually pretty close at the moment. Cytown hasn't dug the boots out of 1 yet. Unfortunately, game over just after getting the Eddie key. JJ, on the other hand, doesn't have the glove from 5 just yet. So they're actually pretty even at the moment. They're both getting lost in P4 right now. JJ's being Karok, but hasn't placed a gem and hasn't found the item. Cytown took a different route and hasn't found the item or the boss.
Oh.
Oh, man, this is a walkthrough wall. Fun.
I think he actually did place a gem. I didn't push the button.
Oh, he did. Because, by the way, Trails, Boots, Hardlocks, Fairy today. Yeah, that looks familiar on Cytown side, I agree with you.
So, JJ jumping out of P4. Okay, yep, alright. Doing P5 now.
Alright,
this is where it is, but he did skip out on P4 before checking it thoroughly, and P4 is the easier palace to check.
Yeah, Boots are in 1, Trails. Glove is somewhere here in P5. I can't remember where, but it wasn't too awful for Trails for Cytown to find. Cytown who just got looped. Yeah. He needs to go up an elevator. There's a kind of lousy-looking community room, and he needs to keep going. He needs to go through there. He took one look at it and noped out earlier. So he's currently... I'm not sure where he is, but it's not the right route.
Cytown is going back the way he came right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure where he is in relation to the boss.
Oh, sorry, JJ is actually at the boss. I thought he was in P5, my mistake, he's in P2.
Oh, so did I. But the palaces look the same. And I think Cytown's going in the right direction now. Yeah, okay, he's in the right room. Yeah, I'd rate them close-ish. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they're pretty close, I think.
Yeah, and JJ decides to nope out it too. Okay. Huh.
Nope out. He killed Helmethead.
Oh yeah, but he noped out before the item.
True, yeah, and he still doesn't have a glove. Kinda weird.
Yeah, Heart there for Cytown in 4 was probably the best thing he could have picked up there, honestly.
Alright, this is P5, I guess.
Yeah. P5 and P2 do actually have the same work pattern, I just noticed now, so fun. Cytown, I believe, should head right to Karok here, I could be wrong. And I've got no idea where Guma is for the Glover. Yes, Cytown going to head to, okay, so that's gonna be Cytown's 3rd gem. Yeah, Trails, it's very close. It's Boots versus Glove is kind of where we're at right now, honestly.
Yeah, although technically we don't necessarily need the boots.
No, but if they do, Cytown's gonna have to go hike for Rudo, because he doesn't actually know where Rudo is due to it being hard boots locked.
Yeah, that's true. I think for a second he thought he could walk on water, and he's like, oh yeah.
He can't. Yeah.
Well, I kind of love these kind of games where, you know, each racer has what the other one's missing, and they're both searching desperately for the thing that they need or they think they need.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually a little baffled that JJ is the one who's skipping items and Cytown's being thorough, because the Glove is the one that's more often harder. It's almost guaranteed harder part with GP and teamwork required, so I'm utterly confused at JJ. P1's exceptionally accessible on Dried Canyon East Trails.
It's gonna be real weird if JJ keeps searching for the item in this palace after skipping it in 2 previous palaces that are shorter.
Yeah, I'm moderately confused by JJ right now. Yeah, Gumas.
I guess it is a squishy Guma. It's only attack 4, wow, yeah. I was about to say no, and I would be wrong. Because, I mean, they're 54 minutes in the game, they should have attack 8 by now, right? That's how it works.
Alright, Cytown is gonna go truck back to the east. So JJ is depositing the gem in 5 here, picking up attack 5, and is it gonna keep going?
Search this palace. even though he didn't search the other ones.
That's what's confusing me, JJ? Like, of all the palaces to dig, between 2, 3, and 2, 4, and 5, I would not pick 5.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, Huh.
And he also skipped Death Mountain, the Death Mountain entrance.
Yeah, no, he did not get a hint. At least I wrote down in any case. Yeah, I'm basically confused by JJ right now. Cytown just clearing out the southern portion of the east, verifying.
Gosh.
Yep, it's not here, and that's a death. Alright, so, Cytown taking a bit of a wrong turn. He just needs to basically head up, and he'll find his palaces here in the east, more or less.
Yeah, they're not that well hidden.
No, they're really not. He's fine. Yeah, I'm about as confused as you, Homer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, the issue, it's not that he's digging out 5, it's that he chose to dig out 5 when he skipped 2 and 4, is our confusion.
And Death Mountain, which has 2 items.
Yeah.
He didn't actually go in the entrance, so he didn't confirm that, but I'm pretty sure I saw the Death Mountain entrance on his side.
Oh, yeah. And, oh no. Oh dear.
Well,
Okay, yeah. He gave, I don't know which route actually got him to get you to the glove. I don't remember if it was before or after Guma, but in any case, goodbye, JJ, unfortunately. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
At least in a moment.
It could be one of those 1 in 100 gloveless seats. It could be fairy required and not glove required. You never know. Why is everyone going to the dead end that everyone knows is a dead end? I don't
play these two that much, and I can tell at a glance that, hey, that's a dead end. Okay, yawn.
It's like the most obvious dead end. Oh, what a weird Valley Death. I thought it was short. It's just weird.
I was commenting earlier that canyon valleys are usually short. This one kinda isn't.
It's got an appendix.
Huh.
Why does it have an appendix? Anatomically correct Valley of Death.
And Homer says that he thinks it was before. Okay. Yeah, this is a funky looking one, as Cytown does get boots, so if it turns out to be required, he's not in trouble. There is that. Apparently, Trails. The driving me does too, right. I'll be honest.
I mean, I long since gave up on racers, getting attacky. And we've got Attack 9 guy in chat. They should get Attack 9 to make him happy.
Yeah, but Homer, that one's pretty distinctive. There's a couple of variants where the block arrangement is a little bit different, but that one is guaranteed to dead end every single time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, JJ hasn't played that many of the new Randomizer games, I don't think, so maybe he was unsure. I don't know.
But yeah, that room and all of its variants are guaranteed dead ends every time.
Speaking of guaranteed dead, yeah, I saw that MOA. And I was like, don't jump into the MOA. And he was like, I'm gonna jump into the MOA.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Homer. JJ, please at least get to what should be P6, actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 6. Actually, have we seen 3?
P3's the other greenish palace. It had a magic jar.
This one?
Yeah, this one. P6 is also gray. I thought I could remember.
Haven't seen either boss.
No, JJ updated it at some point or another. P6 is insanely short.
P6 is done. P6 is done. All right. Well, easier done than said is the case this time.
Yeah, I was like commenting a single side looked over. I was like, oh, hi, Barbara. Okay.
What have you done to our seed star?
I don't know. It's a starseed, so... Thank you for the reminder. Mixed Clem. Was that a magic jar there in 3? Yes, it was. We got hinted at. Never mind.
Alright, so that's the palace down, and you know what? If there's no glove block that's required in 3, and we're just going through a glove block right here, so that might be the glove block that's required, then, I mean, JJ might actually make it with the mythical Gloveless Seed. He is going to continue to search the glove here in P3. I do not blame him from his perspective. That's the right move to... Never mind.
Or not. And Trill saying apparently 3 is immediately glove locked. I was not paying that much attention, I'll be honest. Would explain it for 3.
Oh, God. Why would you not check 3? 3 is so short.
I've got no idea where JJ's going at this rate, honestly. Yeah, Schmidt was in 3 already at some point. I don't think he did much of anything, and JJ's not doing 5 in any case, so I don't blame him, honest. Well, I'm just confused by his palace digs period, because he chose to not dig items out of 2 or 4, he dug 5 for a bit, then bailed, decided to not dig 6, and now he's back here.
Just so chat is aware, we do not have a dedicated tracker today, and so sometimes I forget. So if he did 3, and he did, then he's in.
Huh, okay, we were both scatterbrained. Whoops. That explains a thing or 3. Sorry, chat. Yeah. Because, yeah, Casey and I are also doing tracking duties, which results in a scatterbrain or 3. That's a glove block.
The dopest dash in the world, and it wasn't. It made me sad.
But alright, we're scatterbrains. JJ's in GP, and let's see if he's glove blocked. That was a waffle room off to the left, so he's going right.
You know what I think he's doing? Oh, this is
a dead end.
JJ, this is a dead end, please. What are you doing? Oh, that was a glove block. Of course, it's glove block.
It's a waffle room. It's a waffle room, KC. So yes, he's glove blocked.
I've got waffles in the fridge. All you gotta do is you gotta warm up a little bit, and it works. In the freezer, sorry. Yeah. So now, JJ just has to check Palace 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, or Death Mountain.
He probably will go back to 6 at least, because 6 is in the Valley of Death, but he might end up in the other places.
Ah, my goodness gracious. Okay.
I
was really hyped. I was so freaking hyped for Gloveless Seed. Because we got this far without the glove. But no. We just couldn't do it. I think that's what JJ secretly wanted. He secretly wanted a Gloveless Seed as his Nabooru Invitational, signature match or something.
Yeah.
And that would have been a really good time if it was Gloveless.
Alright, Rebo's down for cytown, and let's see where JJ decides to go first. It ain't P1, because he got the boots out of there a while ago.
Okay, good. Okay, so cytown has a strong lead right now, even though there's a boss behind.
He knows where P6 is. Barbara was literally 2 rooms in, so he's pretty close to Valley right now.
It's a long valley with a squishy appendix. But
yeah. JJ's probably looking for Death Mountain, yeah. I forget where exactly, physics. Cytown's too far south for the valley, and I think he's lost. Oh, he's gonna get Water Tile, which makes sense enough.
JJ. He just gets a P-bag, that's sad. Well, I mean, it was a good attempt.
We're about 99% sure, I think, at this rate, Trails that Death Mountain's connector is hard boots locked somewhere on the eastern side of the west. We're not sure where, but it's somewhere over there.
I think I remember where it is. JJ saw it, I believe, and just didn't go inside.
Yeah. Cytown, by the way, has lost track of the valley, which I don't entirely blame him for. So he's looking for that right now.
Definitely not this way.
No, it's on the western side of the canyon, but yes. Fairy is in boots like Gerudo up on the northern side of the west.
Yep, that's right.
Alright, Cytown, please go west. You're going in the wrong direction. I don't blame him, it's just not helpful, unfortunately.
He's just trying to even it up with JJ right here. Because they're in the like same dang spot. What the heck, guys? This is not a team game. No team searches. But here's the thing. This is the point in the match where you're like, did I check this game? I checked this game, right? But Cytown doesn't need to check cave, so that's not a problem.
No, he just needs to find the physical Valley of Death. Oh, he's gonna go over to that northeasternmost, like, little section thingamajig. He's a little too far north for the valley, unfortunately. It's just one of those, you didn't quite walk far enough to see that tile that you need. And that's just unfortunate bad luck with movement, basically, that's gotten him here.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, Cytown has lost. He doesn't know where Valley of Death is. He's a boss.
He's gonna go back down on the western side soon, I hope.
Despite all that, he has a commanding lead over JJ right now.
Yes, and even if GP is very blocked, he does have boots at least, so it's not the worst. And there's the valley. Cytown, Cytown, hello! Hello!
Okay. Cytown, where are you going? Brother!
Obeying before the valley might make sense, but yeah, please, thank you.
Wow, these guys, I swear.
They're making for an interesting watch, I guess.
Thank God Cytown was able to beat that ache in one hit, otherwise he was about to take a real sad dip in that lava.
Yeah, very less valley. Time for some encounter skips.
And
nice
he gets it. Very nice. JJ, there's no Death Mountain entrance in Maze Island. I mean,
no, I can guarantee you that. It's definitely not there.
No, I think they actually are on like the same map technically, but I don't think you can get from one to the other.
No, I don't think so either. So I think JJ is just going to be wandering for a bit as Cytown does get another encounter skip. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Actually, they're not as easy as they look, so this is quite nice. Not the easiest to do.
Don't pick up those coconuts.
JJ is poking around for that Death Mountain connector. He's too far west for it right now.
Okay, he's going to Death Mountain kind. Okay, not anymore. Alright. Okay, never mind. But Cytown has found Barba.
And JJ's in 5.
When I say Cytown has found Barba, I meant he found P6, which means he found Barba.
Yeah, you go down, you go right, you're done.
You just slap your hands, call it a day.
Yeah. By the way, JJ's in 5. This is gonna be close.
Interesting. Okay.
I guess he was in the area?
Well, that'll make it a close game.
Yes, it will.
Cytown is gonna have to... Cytown's gonna have to get that fairy spell though, I think. Otherwise it's a big risk.
Yeah, so it should be close. Gerudo's not too hard to find. It depends whether or not Cytown remembers there's some chunk of the north central area missing, because that's where Gerudo is.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of time though, because it's going to take JJ a minute or two to get through this, to go find this glove in this P5. Cytown, why are you... I guess he wants him at Attack 6, which is fair enough as JJ takes a death.
600 points away though.
Oh, look, here's a P-bag, which is only a 50. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
At this point, I would just be level get going.
It's too much. Oh my god. Yeah, he skipped a level for this, unfortunately. He's committed to this.
I've been 5, 6, 7. You've got a decent number. Yeah, I agree. You've got 5, 6, 7. You've got a decent number of levels. You've got a decent number of hearts and magic jars. This is not the play to take Cytown. not an hour and 10 minutes into a seed at any rate. Like, cytown's... I know cytown can do GP on this level, these levels and equipment.
He can jackhammer this Randomizer too, but he doesn't this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so 300 more experience.
I hope we can find a couple more knuckles, because this is going to be really slow otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, there's a P bag, at least.
50.
Yeah, probably a 50.
The ropes are worth 50. He's getting there. Okay, and then you can...
There's a knuckle.
It's just made it harder for himself, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not helpful. Yeah, Dash is a custom spell added to the Randomizer. I believe it originated in one of... Was it the Winter Solstice hack that introduced it? I forget which.
I think so.
And it replaces the fire spell. We have it on. Here's the glove,
Alright,
so...
Okay, he's gonna make it. Okay. Thank goodness that... What are you doing now, cytown?
Oh, cytown, where are you? Okay, I could kind of see the level. Now I'm just confused.
Maybe he thinks he's gonna pick up Fairy here or something. Wait, did jjschmidt not... Did he get...
No, he got the glove. He
did?
In the meantime, though, I'm just utterly confused by cytown. You've beaten the boss, you don't need the item.
Okay.
Huh. Cytown's just throwing away his time now. Yeah.
This is where it all went wrong, cytown. You had it, man.
Yeah, it really did, and then this happened. Yeah. Between getting
turned
lost in
the
Valley
gem,
of Death and then spending way too much time in a very short 6... Ouch.
Yeah, he could have made this like a 1-minute 6.
He really could.
He's been in this like 7 minutes probably by now.
I think so, and he's looking for an item he absolutely doesn't need. Like, he knows. I know he's read the sign into Runia, and I think he goes, thank you, finally. Like, he read the sign into Runia, he knows his fairy is not behind the child, which is in Death Mountain, probably, at this rate. Well, he is gonna go get Fairy now. He's heading in somewhat vaguely the right direction. He's too far south for it, though. Oh, there's the other Death Mountain connector. Okay, thank you for not going there, at least. cytown does have some sense. Thank you.
So, it wasn't where I thought it was, sad face, but it was close to where I thought it was, so I'll call it a win.
cytown, by the way, is just somewhere. You do need to place all the gems. The last boss of the tracker is Thunderbird, not boss of a palace that's needed to get our GP. Yeah.
By the way, Ugly Casanova, I would agree with you about a Zelda 2 remake, except now I've made all these fights for Zelda 2, and they wouldn't be in the remake, so I would be super sad not being able to use them in a remake.
Alright, and cytown's found Rudo, so this isn't over yet, because if JJ gets turned around in GP, or if cytown makes a different round, it's not over, but this is not great news. In any case, like, this would have been very neck and neck if cytown hasn't, for whichever reason, decides whether it's going to load more time than 6 he needed to.
Yeah, Irene, that's possible. A few mods have done custom music, and we got...
apparently cytown doesn't have the trophy? Oh no, cytown! Oh, my cytown. Ouch.
I thought he checked everywhere. Okay.
I thought he did too. I know it was accessible without boots, because I know JJ definitely got it without boots, but...
So this is what he was searching P6 for.
And he didn't read the hint in... Well, he couldn't have read the hint in Naruto. Well, that explains a thing or 3. At this point, I'll just eat my losses and go see if GP's fairy blocked.
Okay, well, oh gosh.
And I'll also be honest, it's been about an hour since we saw the trophy from JJ, so I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, it was just in a cave. I think it was, it was just kind of like an ordinary accessible cave.
Well, it was a cave, it was accessible, without boots, I just don't have the slightest idea where it was.
Magic Tin, that's good. don't know how he didn't find that earlier.
I didn't click it over here, apparently. I know it's not in this cave, because this is both boots logged in a heart container. I do remember this, but yeah. Okay, so that explains the digging of 6 now for cytown. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Because we thought he did pick up the trophy, because you can't... One thing I would love for Dig-Shake to change in the randomizer, if possible, is to make spell items appear on your item screen, because that would be amazing. Especially for us volunteers on tracking.
I would love that, and I think that is probably technically possible.
Or even just have an indication, like, I don't know, letters or something, even, just to tell you, do I have this thing, because it's easy to forget. Because I know it's... Alright, where are you going now, cytown? I would just personally eat my losses and go GP on, honestly. He's not gonna do that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of overthinking this, but...
He
doesn't know that he's overthinking it. He has no way of knowing that, so...
No, he's from both... Yeah. cytown's plays have entirely made sense. I'm moderately confused by JJ's plays, but cytown's plays have made sense.
Oh yeah, the dragon dagger. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, yeah, as I was sort of getting to, it's possible some mods have done music hacks. I believe Winter Solstice did. I think there's one other mod that does music hack. I mean, the thing about NES and music tracks is that like it's encoded differently for like almost every NES game. I think with a lot of Capcom games, they have the same encoding, which is why you see a lot of those Mega Man randomizers with random music and stuff. But yeah, most NES games are like a completely different beast from each other when it comes to the music. I think that's what I've heard. I have never actually looked at the code or anything. All right. Yeah, and it would be nice to have extra spells too. That'd be cool.
Trails, apparently cytown did not get the trophy. We thought he did just because he was decently thorough in the quest earlier because he didn't find the reptile to the Maison for a good long while. Apparently not, so he's currently wandering the map for the trophy. We don't have any idea where it is because it's been about an hour since JJ found it, so I don't know where it is. It's accessible without boots, and it's a cave. That's all I can tell you, which is not helpful, but that's what I can say.
Yeah, fortunately he did get the hint, so he's not going to be searching in palaces or
Death Mountain. There is that. Unfortunately, the other thing is I would just honestly eat it and just go to GP. Like, JJ's been going and upping a lot, so that's a chance if he goes there right now, but he's looking for a cave, the location to which I have no memory. It's been an hour, and who knows? Yeah, that's
a lot of progress in it so far. Because he just has had a very difficult time with combat so far.
Yeah, JJ's had a lot of updates as well, and cytown, is this true? I have no idea where cytown is at this point, I'll be honest. He's somewhere. But this, I think, should finally hit.
There we go! Alright.
Hey! He finally got it! Woohoo!
I don't know if up and A was the right solution there, I guess. Actually, yeah, it's pretty close. It's close to start, so we're good. I think you pretty much just go north, right?
North and slightly east, yeah, here it is. JJ dealing with this lovely emoji and chicken room.
Yeah, I think he had a game over here earlier. Alright, looks like he's gonna make it through this time, though.
Yeah, just barely. That chicken's is trying to prevent him from doing so.
Here's
Well, it's T-Bird.
Don't get hit. Actually, he has to get hit, because he can't cast Thunder, so...
Yeah. And it's fairy for cytown.
Alright, so they're even on items. Although cytown does have an extra heart container, which is good for him.
extra heart container, extra attack level, which might help. Depends on how fast you can get to T-Bird though at this rate.
Yeah, JJ has probably more experience fighting T-Bird than cytown does. We've mentioned this in some of JJ's previous races, but he doesn't race a lot in the weeklies nowadays, but he's done a lot of races in the past, and T-Bird is like the one thing that really hasn't changed in Randomizer.
No. Alright, and cytown, you're just gonna go around, yeah, just no shortcut.
Alright, JJ is taking a couple hits, but I think he's got this. He's got, I think, 5 hits left or so to do. Maybe more than 5.
Pointedly not saying anything. Cytown finally getting in the door, and there it goes. Alright, so cytown getting in the door, heads right, sees it and heads left, as JJ beats T-Bird, so let's see how this goes.
It's possible, if cytown's combat is on point, and he does have more resources. Oh, yeah, okay, well...
Ouch! Speaking of, JJ takes a lava bath, that's not good.
Can't take any more, otherwise he's going to be behind cytown, theoretically.
Yeah, cytown, who doesn't need to first find T-Bird, I'm not quite sure which route got JJ there.
I think there's only one route to T-Bird.
Might only be, alright, here's an elevator, and left, okay, so, yeah, I think JJ just had a real hard time with combat. Hopefully cytown has a bit of an easier time, a bit more health, one more attack level's probably gonna make a bit of a dent.
Yeah. Although, he's taken quite a bit of damage so far, and he hasn't gotten to, like, the... Oh!
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, don't do that! The risks of using downstab into checking the waffle in the syrup rooms, yeah.
Yeah, big oof right there.
I honestly probably would have just up-8 right there, because you're right by start.
He's like 5 rooms away.
Oh, maybe, okay, maybe a bit for wrong waffle room, oops. Back to this lovely emoji room. Okay, cytown's gotten through the first waffle.
Good jump there from cytown. Like that upstab kill. Getting beat up a little bit still.
cytown getting a bit beat up by these flying heads.
I think he still has this fairy ahead of him though, and he's got plenty of magic to catch it. It's in this room, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you better get it.
And that is a game over for cytown.
Alright, so technically, theoretically, cytown's in the lead, because it doesn't really take that long to kill Thunderbird.
No.
Now, it just depends on whether cytown can get through this encounter with that... It's looking uglier by the second.
These chickens are out for blood, yeah.
Oh, that was actually a really good point shield cast.
Yeah, this is not a fun room. Yeah, I agree, going high. There we go.
Perfect. Okay. Didn't take that much damage in this room so far, so that's good.
Yeah, the second chickens, though, not the most amusing sight.
Well, fortunately, the other chickens are contained, so...
Yes. Can
Well,
squeeze past this chicken. Ouch, I forgot there was a second chicken in this waffle. In this emoji, I suppose. Yeah, this emoji room sucks.
Okay, so he's lost most of his life. And he may not have enough to cast Thunder. I think he does not. So... I think there's actually a magic jar somewhere over here. That's his only hope on this life, but he may just take the death. Okay.
I'm not sure why he took the death on this bird knight instead of just T-Bird, but go figure.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was trying to go for the jar, and then it just didn't work out. I think there is a jar on that side in this reversed room. I think that was a reversed room. Maybe not. Actually, no, it wasn't reversed. My bad. Alright, so... For cytown to maintain the lead, he has to kill T-Bird now. Although
as
if he dies
JJ
shortly
obeys
after,
yet again. Yeah, if he dies shortly after, he'll be even against JJ, who is These early rooms leading to T-Bird suck. Like that chicken and waffle room was... Chicken and emoji room was really horrendous. Those bird nights are not fun. There we go. Nice T-Bird fight.
Yeah, very good fight.
No hits even. So that's good.
I don't think he even cast shield, which is nice. I guess we'll see. I forgot what his color normally is. Yeah. Oh no, he did cast shield. Okay, well, he didn't need it. Not this time. But you don't want to get cocky, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it's Thunderbird and there's chickens. I guess you. Oh!
Ooh, yeah, that's a game over.
Of course, I was about to say you can get cocky because all the birds in here, but
that room might be easiest to ferry through, but he almost on his last life and no, not enough magic, so yeah. He did kill Thunderbird. I forgot to click it. We're doing double duty, and we're both moderately scatterbrained, so.
Yeah, it's alright. We kind of all know what's going on at this point. It's really, hey, who's gonna survive?
It's legit a question of survival. Cytown's a bit better equipped, but JJ got in the door first, so we'll see.
Yeah, I might give a slight edge to Cytown right now, but I don't know, like, because JJ's had a lot more times through this initial
mess
set of rooms. Which is not the nicest.
So JJ's had more time to develop strategies for getting through these rooms. That fairy, by the way, is really helpful with this mess of a GP.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, life might have been nice at this point, but I think the child's either deep into Palace or in Death Mountain, and neither of them are going for that.
You're probably right. It probably is in Death Mountain or something. Okay. Alright. So we're in this room again.
And JJ's just having a bad day.
I think Cytown is 4 rooms behind right now.
Something like that, yes. JJ's gonna take it out here at this point, yep. Do not fight those chickens, just try to run away from them in this room. I do not recommend fighting them, because it's not a fun day.
Speaking of do not fight these Bagos.
Mind you, Cytown's gonna take a death here in this unfun room with all the flying heads.
It's looking like it. I think you make it. Oh god.
Just
he's got...
Does he have enough magic to get this fairy is the next question.
Yeah, easily.
Okay, good. Jump is cheap as heck. Okay, right. So Cytown managed to get here to the ferry, which is good. That's another death for JJ, and they're both in this really ugly emoji room. Ew. Cytown's got 3 lives, still got all his lives. JJ's on his last, so at this... Right now, in terms of just literal, honest-to-goodness, physical, where they are right now, Cytown's ahead.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, getting rid of the rope is probably for the best, then you just gotta slip by this guy, and for some reason the other guy didn't spawn. Maybe he's gonna spawn any moment.
Or not! Okay, thanks, game.
It was probably because he didn't... There were probably too many enemies on screen, because the rope was on screen, and so when he killed the rope, he didn't go into the next...
JJ, I strongly advise just obeying, because this is a game over incoming now. Yep.
Alright, so Cytown has a big lead now, but, like, honestly, we've seen maybe a third of the palace, so...
Yeah.
Don't you eat... What are you doing, Cytown?
Cytown!
How could you ever think?
You're on 667 in GP. You're not getting a level. I would... Don't get a pee bag.
You know what? I could get another 2,000 experience before Dark Link. No, you can't.
No.
And it would just be light fate, so it wouldn't even help. Especially against Dark Link.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep going. And because especially with a GP where the early rooms are that rude, you need to go... You need to try and not die as much as possible.
Yeah. That was a real derp.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like he thought about... He he like turned around instinctually, and he was like, "No, but yes." And then he like turned away, and then he's like, "I'm getting it." It's like, no, don't.
Okay, here's another emoji room where rope is easy enough. There we go, thank you. As JJ deals with this waffles and syrup room, each individual head doesn't do a ton, but they add up really quickly over time.
Yeah, especially since you have such limited mobility when you're in the waffles.
Yeah, so you end up... Like, we saw that cytown just barely managed to scrape through and to get to the ferry in the next room.
Speaking of deaths, someone's in a good spot to get a death.
Yeah, that's Kingbot not being the greatest thing in the world. Jump scare, indeed. Oh yeah, no, cytown's doing very well considering he's very new to C2R.
Yeah.
He's improved a lot over during the course of the tournament, and he's doing very well with a not particularly kind seed. This GP's been horrendous.
Yeah, thanks, Star. Oh god, another bot. Another king bot.
Yikes. Okay, cytown, JJ's managed to get through to this ferry, but I'm not sure how many lives he has left.
Oh god, this palace is opening up so much.
Oh my goodness, and here's another emoji room with a chicken in it.
You don't have to do this one. You don't have to do this one. You can...
I would take another path before you go through this mess, as that's... ouch. cytown, yeah, thank you. Go back up, see what's up here, and maybe not take that mess just yet.
Yeah, there's like 2 other options. Actually, 3 other options just on this route. So...
Yeah, it's like, please, find a route that's maybe not the ugly as heck room there. Okay, let the bubble out, thank you. That's good. And,
well, this is the hard upstab required room. I don't think...
Hard upstab slash downstab, I don't know if there's a clip available for this one, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's this part right here that's like impossible to do without... Oh wait, I don't know. Trails, you figure it out. I've heard it's impossible without upstab, but I could be wrong.
Okay, curtain room, which has a chicken knight in it. Okay, and a couple flying things. Nothing too horrendous. That's actually fairly livable. All right.
Well, he took it very calmly, I think. A lot of players would panic and get hit by the bot on the way out.
Yeah.
So, well done there. Alright, and taking this very calmly too. Okay, and then panics, but panics does so well. Sometimes
managed to get through.
And another theater room. Is this a third theater room? Oh, this is not a theater room. Okay. Nobody likes jump stabbing these bird knights. Okay, dash, good. Okay,
ooh, he very nearly got knocked off by that bot there. If he had, that's a game over. Okay.
Yeah.
Giving me major anxiety here.
Goodness gosh. This is opening up like heck. How many directions? I'd say no one's ahead right now, because there's like 7 directions that Darklight could be in right now.
Yeah, about 7, agreed. And one of them's another really ugly chicken waffle room that
my god. More.
Yay!
What have you done, Star?
I'm not sure. Oh, great. One of these rooms.
Yep, it's the walkable one, though, so they don't have to cast fairy, but there is an enemy on this bridge.
Ooh, and that's Chicken Knight, and this is, by the way, cytown's last life, so he's in real
gosh. Oh, cast shield. You don't need to cast thunder anymore. Oh god.
Thank you. Just drop down and get away from this Chicken Knight.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there a way to go right there? Oh god, more.
And that's a good point. That's a loop, so that's not it. That whacked. Okay, turn around. That. And fair enough, that's an up A, I think. Yeah, that's smart enough.
I don't think
how that was going.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting looped, he was low on life, he was on his last life. Yeah, okay, that's an up A. They're both back to start, actually, so... This
is a nasty GP. You know, I was being hard on these guys at first, but this is a really nasty GP.
Just getting to T-Bird's room without losing a life is really hard, with all these early waffle rooms being horrendous.
Yeah, Trails is keeping track of where they're going, and at some point, I mean, I was keeping track too, and then I was like, no, not anymore. My brain is, memory overflow at this point.
More or less, yeah.
More than 4 directions, forget about it.
Yeah, because we've got so many waffle rooms. So there's that first waffle room with chickens in it. We've got this lovely waffles and syrup room that is deceptively hard to get through without damage. There's an emoji room with chickens in it too, somewhere on the way to T-Bird. JJ showing off why this room is deceptively hard to get through in one piece.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got some Indiana Jones in chat. The Knights of the Cruciform Sword or whatever. It'd be nice to have one of them, reveal their tattoo and say, go this way to get to your destination. But unfortunately, you have to use your own blood, not the Sonic Brawl, to find your way through GP, so. And that was a lot of references in a row, so. Oh man, this emoji. Okay, he made it. How many lives do you have left? I don't know.
So that's 3 separate emoji waffle rooms of all 3 different variants, and all 3 suck. You've got the traditional waffle to start off with, you've got the waffles and syrup with the flying heads in it, and then you've got this thing.
Yeah. Alright, so JJ Schmidt is theoretically Ed. Although, I feel he's probably going to go the same direction Cytown went when he got past here, so. Yeah. Alright, so. Don't go right, Cytown, because you're going to respawn the orange one. Okay, it's going to spawn now. Oh, not
or
quite.
Not. Okay.
Alright. He wasn't quite on the quadrant yet, I guess.
Okay, and does get through this room with only. Okay, not too much health lost, and alright.
Alright, yeah, they're in pretty good shape for now.
Okay. Yeah, so. Just. It's bad when just getting to T-Bird, which is only 10 or 15 rooms in, it's not that far, honestly. It just feels like it's ages because of just how many waffle rooms you have to get through to get to T-Bird. That's a deficit count. You don't want to take deaths to lava baths here because you're going to take enough deaths to enemies anyway, as it is with how bad this is.
Yeah.
Do your level-headed best to avoid lava baths. You want to, because you're going to lose lives in this GP. There's no getting around that.
Yeah, look at this room JJ's in.
Yeah, right. So don't take lava baths. Please try to take. If you're going to take deaths, but savor those deaths for your enemies, because these are horrendously terrible.
Oh gosh, is this a loop?
That is a loop, because JJ just came to it from the other side. That's a loop. Yeah. Okay, so
he doesn't know.
No, because Cytown found this room from the left, and going down loops you back around again. So okay.
Interesting. So they couldn't. Oh god. Cytown, USA. Alright, and JJ gets to hug the bot here if he goes this way.
Yeah.
If he decides not to. Oh, but there's a bird this way. How fun.
Yay, yep.
And a bot.
Because of course. Because one of the things with the bots and the flying heads and the fireballs and the everything else is that individually they don't do much. That's a game over. Nice save. No, yeah, time to go back for Cytown. The thing is, with all the fireballs and flying heads and bots and everything, those don't do damage individually a whole lot, but they really add up. There's a reason why that early, yeah, there's a game over for Cytown. There's a reason why that early waffles and syrup room with all the flying heads is a really hard room to get through, is because you take so much damage from them. Because just little hits that add up super quickly.
So JJ in that previous room that he was having problems in, I guess he remembered, hey, if I kill the bot, it will despawn the Funka, because the bot will spawn 6 smaller bots, which will bring the game over the sprite limit, and the newer sprites out-prioritize the old ones. So he remembered that, but he didn't remember to get out of the way when the bots are falling on your head. And then he got bopped that way, and then he also didn't want to go around, so he tried to go straight through the bots, and, well, that was death. Yeah. But now he's in the loop.
Yep, there's the dead end. And Cytown is back to getting to the T-Bird room, which I think just getting to the T-Bird room takes about 2 minutes by itself. Ouch! That's a rude surprise.
You know, the funny thing is, I would, under normal circumstances, I'd be like, yeah, go in and out of that room until you get a red jar. It's not that long. Unfortunately for us, he doesn't have a life spell, and so he just kind of wasted some magic going in there, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, we know this room, both sides just loop into each other, more or less, so he's gonna waste a bit of time here, which is good for Cytown, who is down to... Oh, no. You really don't want to lose a life before the T-Bird room, because it makes your life because it makes your time after in GP much worse, and I think Cytown knows that. Okay, good. Yeah, because if you take a death in any of those early rooms for the T-Bird room, you won't have the lives to spare in the rest of GP, so I think it's a smart choice just to stay there and get restart, because you need that life, unfortunately, with how bad this GP is, as JJ also game overs.
Oh. Yeah, you did it again.
Yeah. They've both been in here for like upwards of 20 minutes, by the way.
Oh yeah, totally. So, very, very exciting game so far. Unfortunately, if it keeps up this excitement level for too much longer, I think we're going to start to burn out a little bit.
Yeah, there's only so much we can comment on them dying. Again, and again, and again. Yeah. Crystal would love the chickens in this GP.
I could honestly see this being a 2-hour seed, and I don't like that.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you at this point. Just these early rooms are taking them like 2 minutes, like 2 minutes to get through every. Well, not maybe 2 minutes, but feels like it at least. That just these early rooms getting to the T-Bird room are taking them like 2 minutes every single time. Never mind anything else, just getting there is taking a while. Yeah. Cytown's also worryingly okay. Cytown is because. So, if you can get through this Flying Heads Waffle and Syrup room in one without dying, you get the fairy refill. Okay, here we go. Thank you. This is absolutely still either of them's game, because they're both having such a rough time in this really terrible GP, honestly.
Now, Trails is saying if Cytown remembers he can take that elevator from earlier, then he can steal a race back, but I don't think that's what he's going to do, because the last time that he got past Thunderbird, he tried going left, the same as jjschmidt, and we know that's a loop into an area that he's already been to with a loop, so yeah, it might take a bit more than that.
Yeah. Okay, then just to get past this blue chicken knight, there we go.
Nice blocks. Nice.
Oh, jeez, okay. Alright, JJ's taking that fairy refill. By the way, that fairy there is such a lifesaver. Like, this GP would be 10 times worse without.
Yeah, because they basically just lose a life in the next room, and that would be one less life that they have to work with.
Yeah, they can barely get through the floating heads room before that fairy as it is.
Cytown just took a death after getting a fairy.
Oh, Because you really can't afford to take a death before the T-Bird room in this GP, because you need it after, honestly. It's this bad.
Oh god, he is getting absolutely demolished by this blue Toad Knight.
Yeah.
I think he's checking for the fairy in here, but he didn't actually check.
No.
Alright, yeah, and he's going left, like I said, so it's just gonna lead him to a loop, and he's like on his last life, so I don't see him accomplishing it this time.
Yeah, he's gonna have to up A again and then restart to get to T-Bird. I think at this point, I don't think JJ quite saw the entire loop either, so he might end up going back to it.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
He game over it somewhere in the mess.
This is a nasty room, so cytown might actually die here, and think, okay, I better come back here.
Yeah, because this is another one of those rooms of death by 1,000 scratches. Each individual thing doesn't do much, but there's a lot of floating stuff here.
Yeah. Don't get the P back, cytown.
Thank you.
Okay.
At least doesn't do that.
Oh,
That's a bad
God,
thing.
He just died twice. Okay, that wasn't his last life, thank goodness.
No, but I'm not sure it's much better than his last life at this point.
Yeah. See, I don't know, to me this doesn't seem very much like Mario.
No, this ain't Mario. And it's a game over, thank you.
Please don't go on that. I think, from the mere frustration of that, I think he's not going to go in that direction next time, but I guess we'll see.
I
JJ,
really hope
meanwhile,
so.
Yeah, I think JJ's going to take it. I think he's going to... Because we've had so many loops, a lot of those entrances that we were talking about are not actually... sorry, a lot of those branches that we were talking about are not actually true branches, so... He's heading in this direction. If he just doesn't go the way cytown did, I think it's a pretty good coin flip fighting Dark. And one thing to note is that JJ's attack level 5 is not enough to kill the snakes in one hit, but cytown's attack 6 is enough, so that has led to some damage on jjschmidt's side. Killing stuff faster makes you go faster. What is Kaizo? Asking for a friend? Not this. This isn't quite Kaizo. But, you know?
Like, you're not wrong, Jerther. JJ spent half an hour in GP. At this point, cytown's not far from that, and life might have been worth it at the rate we're going. Well, it would have been worth it then. It's probably not now, but it would have been worth it. But you don't know when this GP is going to be this bad going in, and you're not going back out to go dig out the child from wherever it is. It's probably Death Mountain. It might be a palace. Not worth the time sink at this point, but it might have saved them some of the headaches with this mess.
Is JJ gonna die to the next boss spot?
He probably is, honestly.
Oh, he's not going in that direction. He'll die to something else.
Yeah. Okay, he also nopes out of that waffle room. I don't blame him. That one's not a fun one. And
is that the direction that cytown didn't actually end up checking? So that could be Dark Link.
I think that waffle room, as much as they really don't want to do it, might be it. Like, they've both, because of how rude this GP's been, they take one look at the waffle room and yet another waffle room with chickens in it, and they're like, nope. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, I think it might be the right path at this point. It's a really sucky path, but it might be it.
cytown bled his own blood to check there, but after taking a death, he did not go back.
Yeah. There's the top of the L7. I don't remember seeing this.
Right?
Yeah. Reverse L7, I said.
Yeah.
Oops.
Alright, so it's new. It's new. It's good. Where are we going? Where are we going, champ?
Here to that's a loop. Okay.
So there's a very strong chance they have to go through this waffle. Through this smiley face room, emoji room.
I remember there being a variety of waffle. Apparently the emoji variant of waffle. No, yeah, I agree with you, Trails. This is the way. It's not a fun way, but it is the way.
Yep, because
and
of
that's a death.
The unfortunate part
Ow.
about the emoji room compared to the waffle rooms is that with the emoji room, you kind of have to let the enemy out.
Yeah, because they're just so open.
Yeah, with the waffle room, if you have, if you take it with jump or you got some upstab tricks or whatever, you can get through there and you can leave the enemies trapped inside. But yeah, not the emoji.
No. If the enemies are nice, emoji rooms are easier to get through. If enemies are rude, you're just gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, so our regular waffles have been the ones... The regular waffle is the one with the floating heads in it, which is bad in a regular waffle because you're stuck in it. And then, our emoji rooms have been the ones where you get the nasty enemies, which is not a fun combo.
And Cytown is going this direction again, which we know is not healthy for...
No, I don't blame him for not wanting to take that really ugly emoji. Unfortunately, that's the route to go.
He's nowhere near that right now, but I think if he heads down and left, he can get close to there. I don't think he will, and I think he recognizes this as a loop now, where he will see.
Yeah, he'll recognize in the neck once he goes down this elevator. I'm pretty sure he'll know this is a loop.
The unfortunate thing about killing the small enemies, Cytown, is that there's actually literally nothing to drop cool for you right now.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any small enemy magic drops.
Not that I've noticed. My goodness, this room is not being... be careful here.
He's done this room before.
He has, but his brain might be about fried after half an hour in GP. By the way, yes, Cytown has now been in GP for half an hour. That's not a good thing.
Now, speaking of breakfast, we got left over here. Anyway, so we got waffle rooms, right? And we got the emoji rooms. When I was a kid, my parents had I think something we got from New Zealand. It was like a stamp, like a press sort of thing. We would press it into like a piece of bread, and then we would toast it, and it would have like, it would like leave Mickey or Minnie face on there. So this is still breakfast for me. Emojis are still breakfast for me.
Cytown's in a emoji room of some variety. I don't remember seeing this one all that much, so we're somewhere.
We have seen it. I don't
Okay, we might have, yeah, because this is not the one that is progression in any case, at least as JJ deals with this early emoji room.
Yeah. He took a bop, but it didn't kill him. I think he might have died in this room before.
Might have, yeah.
So, definitely could be this way. I don't think we ever saw past this fun room. Okay, stop trying to block it and just book it.
I think this is one of the Cytown being a douche with things with lava baths rooms, yeah.
Okay, if he gets a paperclip room and then it's Dark Link, then he's in... Well, it's not paperclip, but it's an elevator room, which is pretty good. Was this that part of that loop? No.
I don't think... There we are, finally! Wow, this was bad. I don't think Fairy was ever required, but I think it did help.
Yeah, it did. I think he would have game over there without Fairy at one point.
I think so, because that crumble bridge is not was not exactly great.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he definitely.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he took a lava bath in there at some point earlier on and never went back until then. So that's the GP.
Yeah, this is his last life. Yeah.
He should be blind though. There we go.
Alright, get your GGs in chat, everyone who hasn't already. We will be collecting them forcefully if we need to. Yeah, sub 2 hour. I lost stream from JJ, so
So
think
did I.
he
I was
might
just
have
about to
forfeited.
ask. Well, he's cut stream. He hasn't quit in race time yet. But he probably was going to, considering this is, well, this.
Yeah, Clem, I think he might have immediately killed the stream.
Or he's apparently back online according to race time. I don't know.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, good timing on that, though.
Yeah. Hey, Animus. Yeah, agreed. That GP was bad.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. I mean, you got the long, stretch of death, and then you got Thunderbird, and then you got just doors everywhere, basically. Well, not doors,
Yeah.
but paths everywhere. Of which there are like 3 or 4 loops. Ugh.
This was rude. Just getting into the Thunderbird room was a trip in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cytown will be joining us for an interview shortly. I don't know what JJ's up to, but hey, cytown, GG's.
Thanks, Star.
You
Some
did it.
GP, huh?
Oh, GG. Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun watching you. I'll tell you that much.
In that room wasn't even required. That's the worst part.
Yeah, it just led to a big loop. I don't know which room you're talking about. Is it the one with the double blocks in the middle and the lava and everything?
Yep. That was a rough one.
But it did kind of lead you to an area you'd already been to before, so you could. It's kind of like an alternate way to get there, at least.
Yeah, it at least told me like there was really only one other path to go. So, there's 2 other paths to go, and one of them worked. So, at that point, I was with 1 life left, and hitting the ferry right before I fell in the lava, being 1 room away from Dark Link. That was crazy. Well,
Oh man, I remember.
Yeah, you did go there before, didn't you?
Took
Very
a
near
lava
the
bath
beginning.
early, yeah, and well, ouch. And that's another lava. That's another death for JJ. I think that's a game over, and that's an honest. Yeah, not quit. GG.
Hey, JJ.
Hey, can you hear me at all?
Yeah,
We can hear you just fine. GG's. That GP was bad.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much for finishing that race.
I've been saying the same thing to you there. That was bad.
JJ, I'm just glad you ended up getting the glove out of the right place, because there was a lot of places you still had left to check. JJ. Yeah,
we can hear you just fine. GG's. That GP.
But you guys were actually going back and forth. I think that's probably pretty obvious to both of you that really there were a lot of bodies hitting the floor in GP.
Yeah, this was particularly rough across the board. I had a hard time at the beginning. I think I was 20 plus minutes in before I finally found the cave that took us to the maze. That was rough.
Yeah, you had to go through a pass-through. Island biomes without boots always tend to be a bit of a bad time.
Yeah, it just seemed crazy. And then I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go into GP without ferry because 99% of the time you need ferry. And I must have just missed that 1 cave that had the trophy in it for the longest time.
We thought you had it, and then we were confused.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was like, what in the world's going on? I almost got so frustrated I went to GP, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't then.
Yeah, it wasn't required, but it sure made your life easier.
Yeah, it saved your life right there at the end before Darklink.
Yeah, I don't think I was gonna make it through that GP without the ferry, so
no. That literal ferry in that 1 room after the waffle syrup and floating heads for that room was also a lifesaver. Literally.
Clutch. Yeah, that was clutch.
Because that GP would have been 10 times worse without that ferry.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So you guys barely managed to get through that floating heads waffle room as it was.
Yeah.
And you really couldn't afford to take a death in that before the T-Bird room, because if you did, you were not getting very far after T-Bird.
Yeah, I think I restarted twice when I died before it, so just knowing, like, I need all the lives I can keep before I go into this pig, I needed it.
Yeah. Both of you guys took, I don't know how many updates on that GP.
I know I was in there for a solid 40 minutes, so...
JJ was in there for slightly longer than even that.
Oh, it was so rough.
Yeah, actually, JJ took down T-Bird right as you got in the door, basically.
Mm-hmm.
We were actually, you know what? It was kind of scary because, like, you know, you had done like a third of GP by the time we got to T-Bird, but the other 2/3 was just so loop-de-loop and not particularly friendly either. I'd say the worst part was the entrance, but the rest of it was not friendly either.
Yeah, I was pretty mad seeing T-Bird immediately after that because I was just thinking, you know, give me no clue on where to go after that.
Yeah, exactly. But I kind of thought it would be open and shut sort of once you beat T-Bird, but not really.
Yeah, that thought went through my head briefly.
Well, you know, I hate to see it. You know, you had so many matches that were just so close, JJ, in the actual Swiss rounds of the tournament, and this one was also very close. So I have to say these were all very entertaining races that you put on for us. So thank you for that, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This one we ended up debating for a while because there was a good long while basically during the mid-late game, more or less. Cytown picked up the glove a long while before you did, JJ, and you had the boots well before Cytown did, so that ended up being debated for a while which one would matter more. Turns out both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Cytown JJ actually got to GP a little over an hour in without glove and then had to go find it.
Definitely do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that could have been much worse because 5 just when I don't know. Did you ever get into Death Mountain at all? Because I could not figure out how to get in there.
It's over on the eastern side of the west. You walked, I think you walked past the cave a few times.
Yep, there was a cave in the northern portion of east that took you to Death Mountain, but I never went after the first cave that spotted me into Death Mountain. I ran back to east.
Yeah, probably the child is in there or something, right?
I think the child's likely over there somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. I had a hard time finding I don't know what you call it, the lava tiles that take you to another palace. I had a heck of a time finding that.
Death?
It was like
yeah.
It was like 4 steps away from one of the dungeons or palaces I was already in. I don't know why I missed it, but I did.
Yeah, we did a little bit of teasing when you were like walking, and you know, like just walk like 1 step to the left from where you're like, nope, all right, all the way to the right.
When I saw where it was, I was like, oh, I'm gonna look like I'm really intelligent here.
Don't worry, JJ tripled their Snuka pseudo on his side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because JJ didn't get spell the first time, and also didn't pick up Thunder when he picked up the item from the old lady. Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so easy to do silly stuff like that. If you lose concentration for any time at all, you can easily do it.
Yeah. Also, JJ, you didn't actually you went a really long while without getting glove. You even did several palaces and didn't even bother looking for the items in them. And then you decided to try Dig 5 briefly when you beat it, and then left. I'm kind of curious why you skipped the items in 2 and 4.
I think I finished the route that the boss was on, and then if that dead ended, I just left. So I don't know. I was thinking about the 3rd or 4th palace I did that on, that this was gonna hose me somehow. So I was, I guess, just really happy. I figured I couldn't. I wanted to do Death Mountain first. When I couldn't figure out how to get in there, I was like, well, I'm probably behind by a good clip, so I'll just start in 5 and either really screw myself or luck out.
Yeah, it was kind of scary either way because you had, like Star mentioned earlier, you had the trophy earlier, and so it was like, well, he's in 5, and he's actually starting to look for the item in 5, so he could get pretty far ahead if he picks up this item in 5 the first time, but he actually ended up looking in 5 for quite a while, but then leaving, and then it was one of the first palaces you came back to later on when you had nowhere left to look. I mean, as far as like overworld locations and stuff.
Yeah, not finding Death Mountain saved you a bunch of time there for sure.
Yeah, it really did.
Because there was no hint for that that poor glove.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see a hint for it. I felt fortunate when I did locate it. That was the first dungeon I actually dove.
Although,
I got lucky.
I guess there could have been a hint for it. Nobody ever checks Old Casino for hints, but there are technically... There's the possibility.
Yeah.
It's not something you want to do.
I don't feel like there are a lot of hints at all anyway, so I know... Well, I guess there was a couple, but I feel like there is one out there. Mm-hmm. It's probably Raft in the West.
Yeah, probably something stupid like that.
Probably, because that's how it usually goes.
Well, at least Raft in the West isn't necessarily the stupidest thing in the world in this
world. Oh, yeah. Not anymore.
Well, very well done, you guys. JJ, you still have your Dragon Warrior tournament, right?
Yeah, I'm in the bracket there, so it's probably best to let other guys take over the reins here anyway. Not that I wanted to lose, but I'm not unhappy, and cytown's a good guy and a good racer, so I'll be excited to see him move on.
Yeah, very well done, cytown.
Well, thanks.
So, do you are you doing anything else on Twitch right now other than the Zelda 2 randomizer streams?
You can, if you're watching any of my streams, I promise you the lowest quality, worst chat that anybody could ever bring. I play a ton of Zelda 1. I'm actually good at that game.
You've improved a lot, honestly, cytown, during the course of this tourney.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I'm trying my best at it, trying to catch on. I still can't. My combat's still kind of weak, and I'm learning though. I'm normally a quick learner.
If you
what's up?
If you got through that GP, your combat's not too weak. It's got to be pretty good.
Yeah, here's what's funny. There's that room with all the blocks in the middle, and skulls chasing you, and beams going across, and everything else. I died in there like maybe 7 or 8 times, and then I go in there with almost no life, and just figured, well, I'm screwed. I'm gonna die in this thing. Made it all the way through. Didn't die. Nothing happened. Made it. Didn't get touched. I don't know how I did it. Yeah, it was one of those silly moments.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of good combat. There was some not so great moments on both sides, but it ended up being a very fun race to watch and commentate on. So much appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for doing commentary to the both of you all, and JJ, GG man, and everybody have a good evening. I think I'm gonna hit the hay.
Alright, GG's.
Yeah,
take
Hope to see you soon, man.
Thanks, Star. Thanks, TK. We'll see you later.
Yeah, see ya. Have a good one.
See ya. Good luck for the next match.
Okay.
That's cute.
Okay. And this one.
Can't get better than that. Awesome. So with that, do you want to take us out, Star?
Alright, yeah, so, Cytown's next opponent will be Victor Santa Fe in the semifinals, actually, of this bracket, so that'll be a good match. Looking forward to it. Let's see, coming up on the CS. But yeah, that'll be it for us tonight. Shoutouts to our 2 runners, Cytown for JJ Schmidt for putting up a great race on a truly, this is a really bad seed. Shoutouts to my commentator Nightcrawler for keeping me company and also commentating this mess, as well as helping me track everything. Since we certainly found a lot. And also thank you to everyone in chat for watching this. Hope you enjoyed this mess, and let's see, coming up on the ZSR schedule, tomorrow we've got a few different things. This is it for us tonight. Well, tomorrow/today, depending on your time zone. Tomorrow for me, as I go find the schedule page. So, coming up on the schedule tomorrow, we have starting off at day at 2:15 Eastern, we've got Losers Round 7, also known as Losers Quarterfinals of the Overview of Time Randomizer Random Settings League. Season 3 between Flute Lucia and Zopar. I will likely be on commentary for that as well. At 8 p.m. Eastern, we've got the Game 3 of the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 Main Tournament Grand Finals between J-Wiz and Wilfred ZFG. We've also got and their Game 4 will be immediately after if needed. That is a best of 5 series with, I believe it is J-Wiz going into like 1 game advantage. And they've also got an Arcade Time Randomizer Dungeon Door Requirement Tournament matches at 8 p.m. Eastern, and another Z2R match from the NIT between Dr. J and Paratroopa. That'll be at 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. It'll be on ZSR2 if we can find volunteers. There's more matches coming up throughout the week. There are currently, still, technically, just about 11 tournaments going on ZSR, so there's plenty to watch. But awesome. That will be it for us tonight. We're going to go over and give TJ Maelstrom some support. They are doing a 24-hour stream, midnight to midnight. They're a couple of hours into a Link to the Past randomizer seed of some variety. So let's go support them, see how they're doing, and wish them luck on a 24-hour stream, because that's not an easy thing to do. That'll be it for us tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, special shout out to Han the Mighty and his crew for rating us at the end there.
Yep, thank you as well. Apologies that we ended the running race just as you should have.
Bye.
Bye.